Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Highly Suspicious Podcast with Louie and Preston. My name is Louie.
My name is Preston.
We are reporting once again live from the Trap House. We're here. We're back. You guys know why we're here. You guys know what we have to talk about. LeBron James has played his last game as a Laker.
Whoa!
So we're about to do 2 hours on that. Maybe 3 if we get
the 2-hour LeBron James special.
Just 2 hours of us talking about, like, man, LeBron's just such a GOAT. LeBron or Jordan, though. I mean, I don't know.
Oof. I think it's funny because everybody likes to, like, different times, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if you gotta say, like, the greatest of all time, it's gotta be Mike. I don't know.
I'd probably agree, but you all know that we're joking. You all know what we're here for. This is only our 10th episode on this fucking beef. Right. This beef has ended up being all-consuming.
It has provided us with such a bounty of content.
Thank you, content gods.
Yeah, we lucked out on this shit.
But, I do feel bad for the people that definitely are out there that listen to us and don't really give a fuck about this. So that's why I put in
marginal
timestamps in every episode. So if we end up talking about some other shit at the end of the episode, which is very possible, just check that description, and you all can do that anyways. I do that every episode. Sometimes I'm more lazy about it than others.
Sometimes you don't need that intro. Sometimes you know what you're listening to. You want the meat of the content.
Sometimes, that just ends up becoming the
Straight
whole episode.
Yeah.
Like this one might end up being. So, this morning, Tuesday morning when we record this, we usually record on Monday. I bet we're glad that we did not do that this week. Tuesday morning.
What a coinkydink.
I am doing yard work, and just for some reason, I am drawn to Twitter. And that was good intuition because everyone was talking about real rap is back. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? And I'm like, oh shit. Kendrick dropped a response. It's fucking 6+ minutes long. It's called Euphoria, which is the show that Drake is an executive producer on that sexualizes teen girls.
Damn.
So I was like, I know before we even start this is about to be some other shit.
Yeah. For real, though.
But yeah, we got on it early. Early today.
You sent me it like 30 minutes after it dropped. Like,
I was on that. I was on that.
No, because I never have that luck. I've definitely had shit that I've missed that I totally fuck with.
It would be so funny if I got here and you were like, Kendrick responded? What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, so we're gonna play.
My mind was blown.
We're gonna play it. As always, it's gonna be just a shortened segment of the song on the show. We're listening to the whole thing.
We highly encourage you to
you all should
go
play along,
pull it up, play along, and tune in.
For that plain bitch, I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you like being famous.
Damn, that is the biggest call out for me. Is like, that's his personality.
Yeah,
that motherfucker's like, I'm so famous. That also had me cracking up in my car, bro. It's so good.
Seen him yet. Matter of fact, I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed on that? When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits. I'll make sure I double back with you. You assigned to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed to that nigga. Try cease and desist on the like that record. Back to back. I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that for the record. Why would I call around trying to get dirt on niggas? Y'all think of my life as rap? That's whole shit. I got a son on the raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that.
That one's good. Like I said, petty. That's some petty shit to end the song with that.
Stop.
And he was literally like, "You're Canadian."
So, the very first thing I want to start off with, there's so much to talk about with this, so I don't think that the point to this is breaking down every single bar.
Nah, we can't do all that.
I want to start with the fucking weird reverse sample at the very beginning of the song.
Okay, I can read backwards, so...
No, listen to this. So here's the sample forwards. You can read backwards.
So let's get into it.
Everything they say about me's true.
Yeah.
Do you know what that's from?
No.
It's from a clip in the movie The Wiz.
Oh my god.
Where it is the scene where the wizard gets exposed for a fraud.
I'm a phony is the full...
And also, Michael Jackson was in that movie, who Kendrick was calling Drake Michael Jackson to his print in the original song. So,
and that's so much better than fucking AI deep faking motherfuckers onto your shit.
You can't fake this.
That's meta.
You can't fake this. Yes. That's some shit that fucking AI cannot do.
Yeah.
And again, this is some Kendrick shit to have
a reverse
weird backward
clip,
sample at the beginning of the song and have it have layers.
Yeah.
The fucking sample has bars because it's fucking Kendrick. So, what are your overall thoughts on just all of this? Where do you want to start? Tell me.
Honestly,
tell me how you're feeling.
I like the way this song is structured so much.
With
and
beat switches and stuff? With
the beat switches. So I kind of want to go by beat switch. I want to start with this first verse just because it is like...
I think that makes
sense. It's such... we get through that like spoken word stuff and then it really changes.
Uh-huh.
And I like when Kendrick does voices like this and is like playing his own hype man with the shoo. You know, that's him like hyping himself up. The beat's building up.
Yeah, that beat switch is crazy.
It's insane. But honestly, his spoken word shit, I love fabricating stories on the family front because you heard Mr. Morale. And just like pathetic manipulator is such a jab, you know?
I think...
you a scam artist, not a rapper.
I think the funniest part of this part is just how chill it is.
It really is, but he's saying so
really
much.
The meanest shit that...
He's like, your music pacifies them, man. Oh my god.
My music is electrifying. Your music is pacifying. We did an entire episode on this show talking about how bullshit celebrity culture, little dance music, and fucking Kardashian drama is fucking distractions from real shit that's happening.
Actual talent.
And that was the main reason why I was a Drake hater at one point.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like Drake.
He's about the drama.
He's a fucking Kardashian.
He is. He absolutely is. No, so I love how he's also like, I can double down on that, but spare you this time, that's a random act of kindness. On that elementary shit.
I like how Kendrick is alluding on here, like,
so
if you
much.
step behind the curtain with me,
yeah,
we can go there.
Yeah. No,
I think that's...
all throughout the song, he's like, man, you don't want this smoke. I'm going to say the surface level shit that everybody else sees so that you know where I'm coming from. But if we need to say the unsaid shit, I'll cross that line.
To me...
Which is metal as fuck. To just be like, you're going to go, you know, you're going to take a step, I'm going to take a step further.
Yeah. So,
and that's how we can play this game.
So the last thing that I'll say about this, like, beginning, like, intro part almost, is he ends it with, don't tell a lie about me and I won't tell the truth about you.
So hard.
I don't know if you're aware of this,
I fucking love it.
But that's a line straight off of The Heart Part 4, which is the exact same way where it starts off very chill and then the beat switches a couple times and he's going at Drake on that song. We've been talking about how that's really the first shot that was fired in this battle, but it was completely subliminal at that point.
Totally. And they kind of kept doing that until now, where I think Kendrick just kind of pushed it over that ledge, and I think it's gonna really be popping off here for the summer. We're gonna have a crazy summer.
Shoo!
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep. Fucking nonsense.
But beat goes
awesome.
insane. I mean, it builds up so well.
He kind of fucks around for a minute.
He does.
And I don't know how I necessarily feel about it. I think it's justified because he eventually does get to the point. It's a 6-minute song.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need to go hard the entire fucking song. Especially for this to be a warning shot.
Yeah.
But that was just kind of like, okay, you're talking about your Hellcat. It's like, okay.
I like...
Get to the fucking Drake part.
I like the car reference is an interesting bit, and like I'm Joe, like the president.
Yeah. Is
interesting. And we get into the little bit of like, you know, we're different kinds of people. Mm-hmm. You know, you thought the money, the power of fame would make you go away.
Crazy. And
this is, I guess, a reference to like that. DOT, the money, power, respect. Last one is better. Respect is better than your money and power. You know, egotistical fuck.
And that's always the shit that Kendrick's been standing on. Like,
yeah.
Again, on part 4, accomplishment,
yeah.
Astonishment. There is a difference.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And then we get into the like. He faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer. He wanna be junior. They must have forgot the shit they done. Dementia must run in his family. But let it get shaky.
All Park is son.
All Park.
I have listened to this song like 5 times before this listen. I did not hear that Parkinson's line.
Isn't that insane? This shit is... Because then he kind of does... He plays with, like, pulling the curtain a bit, you know, like you were saying. Because he does get... He's like, yeah, I'm that emotional fucker. Like, I'm Mr. Morale. I'll say how I see it.
Yeah. I think...
let's go for the truth, because all you're saying is lies about me. And honestly, that's a stronger hit, is the truth hits harder, you know?
I think... Now that I'm thinking about this and, like, what you were saying about structure,
yeah,
he really does, like, it's a crescendo the entire song.
Yeah.
It gets more and more scathing and wild and off-cuff the longer it goes, because the point that he really starts going in, he says, I hurt your feelings, you don't want to work with me no more? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
It's 3 goats left, and I seen 2 of them kissing on stage.
That's a crazy fucking line, honestly.
So, that's the little J. Cole mention in this, that Drake and J. Cole are just best friends now going on tour.
Also, just his structure with the, like, love both them to death.
And then 8 bars later, I'll explain that phase. Yeah. And then you know what the bar is.
And he hits hard with the YNW Melly.
Yes.
Which is just nuts.
The YNW Melly reference.
He's like, you know what? I'd still smoke, y'all fuckers.
I pray they're my real friends.
I mean,
if not,
the last time he said some shit, he was like, I'm burning my tattoos.
Yeah.
I'm melting my chains that you've given me.
The best friend forever rings are coming off.
Yeah. He's throwing it into Mount Doom as we speak. And then he gets into the how many more black features till you finally feel you're black enough. That's when I'm like, whoa.
I think it's so...
Kendrick's like...
Let's talk about that, because that is something that's always, like...
And he already brought up you're Canadian, dude. Like...
Drake just latches himself on to these up-and-coming artists.
Yeah.
And doing that has kept him relevant over the years, I think. Which, there's nothing inherently wrong with that. I think that
sometimes that's the game if you.
But also he's getting all these 21 Savage features and all these Young Thug features and all of these trap music guys, and he's created this new tough guy persona, which is something
so
that
bull.
Kendrick is attacking here. And we talked about in that J. Cole diss how like it sounded like Cole was trying to tap in with Twitter and try to say things that people would agree with.
Yeah.
That's something that I hear a lot of people talk about, the fake tough guy shit.
Yeah.
I remember Pierce years ago, we were listening to Going Bad, which has a Drake feature on it.
Yeah.
And Drake's bragging about how he has a blicky and he keeps it at his friend's house. And Pierce just was so pissed off by that line every time it would come on. But it is something where it's like you have to suspend some disbelief with Drake to even enjoy that music at all. And
that's so real, Louis. Oh my god, you're right.
But it's fake.
It is.
Does anyone...
He's a fucking actor.
Only the whitest people in the fucking world see Lil Aubrey from Degrassi and say,
right?
That guy's hood, that guy's street, that guy's about that. Little fucking Jimmy in the wheelchair.
God.
And I think that's a good...
That's so accurate. I mean, like...
That's how you go at Drake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get at him.
No, and that's what I'm saying, where I'm like, dang, I guess Kendrick really said, I'm going there.
And he was kind of playing the hits with this a little bit, talking about how he's a deadbeat daddy.
Yeah.
And like how he's, white because he's Canadian. And, some of the stuff hit harder than others, I think.
Yeah.
Because some of the stuff, it's like, I've heard that before. He says, my first album was like my last album, a classic, and you have none.
I mean...
I don't know if I'd say Morale's a classic, and I also don't know if I would say that Drake just has no classics.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But we're in the space for hyperbole. Like, he doesn't need to be accurate. I think it's almost along the, like, same shit that J. Cole was on, where he's, like, capping. And just, like...
But we barred his ass up for that.
Yeah.
And I wonder if, because he was talking about, like, specific Kendrick albums, that made it worse.
I think so.
Because Kendrick's not coming out and saying,
it's almost, you could take
it
more personally and be like, Kendrick's like, I just don't fuck with any of your shit, dude.
Yeah. Right.
Whereas, like, in my opinion, there's no Drake music that I'm like, dang, that's a classic. I gotta crank that up.
And that's probably true. And I probably don't see, But going back to what
I would agree though, like earlier, that is hyperbolic.
He said earlier in the song, I love your melodic shit and I hate when you try to act tough. That to me is giving Drake proper props while also going at him.
Absolutely.
I think the worst thing that either of these guys can do in this beef is try to just discredit the other person completely.
Yeah.
Because they're two of the biggest rappers right now for a reason, because everyone fucking loves them.
Totally.
So I think even in a song completely disrespectful, just sending that little, because these motherfuckers do not like each other.
Nah.
Is that the main...
I mean, that's how we get into verse 2, where he's like, "A top dog, who the fuck they think they playing with? Extortion my middle name as soon as you jump off that plane, bitch."
I think
allergic to lame shit.
I think that it's cool that he shouts out
you only
Top
like
Dog,
famous.
his previous label, which he's not even with anymore.
Right.
And I saw...
Well, because he goes into, like, calling out the industry.
I saw Top Dog people today tweeting about this, so it seems like there's still love there. Top Dog himself was like, he's still the king.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Yeah, it's nice to see that it was an amicable split, which we kind of already thought.
Yeah.
Didn't know for sure till.
I mean, it's the same with like where the quote that was out from Tupac's estate was basically like, we think this Drake AI feature is distasteful as fuck, especially being used against Kendrick, who's always been like in good with us.
Yeah.
And
Right.
it's sort of the same where it's just like, I don't think Kendrick's gonna be like that, you know? Like he's
Like
that.
that.
He's probably just like in real life, probably pretty chill dude. Like to be able to like go and start his own label immediately after leaving the label.
Yeah.
And it not be like, okay, well, go do your thing, Kendrick. We don't give a fuck about you anymore.
Yachty can't give you no swag either. I don't give a fuck about who you hang with. Damn, sorry, Yachty.
Yeah.
Tough break. I was literally laughing to myself in here reading these fucking lyrics. Because it's just comedy, bro.
It is.
It's so well written, but
He says so much.
the next thing he says is, I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Surprised you wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. I hate that you say the N-word, but that's just me, I guess.
My God.
Some shit just cringeworthy. It ain't gotta even be deep like that, I guess.
That's the one where I was like, actually like, blown the fuck away. I'm like, wait.
I was legitimately...
We're going there.
I was legitimately laughing
I was
out
dying.
loud to this.
I
But,
started cracking up in the car by myself.
the best part about that is he's really just going at him on some, like, old schoolyard shit, hating on him motherfucker just for living. But also doing it, like, with simplicity without getting deep.
Yeah.
That's going against that Drake shit that he was talking on Taylor Made, where he was talking about how Kendrick better come with some quintuple entendres and shit like that. And Kendrick saying, well, it don't even gotta be deep like this. I just hate you. I just fucking do not like you at all. Oh my god. When I see you stand by Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Again, Kendrick is playing into what everybody else kind of thinks about Drake right now. That he is very sassy. He is very, feminine, trying to make these chick songs while also trying to occupy the space of, acting hard and shit.
Yeah. No. Kendrick really goes on this type of shit.
His hair, whack. His beard, whack. His jewelry, whack. His blood stamps, whack. The way he talks, whack. The way that he doesn't even like to smile, whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck.
That is so perfect. That is literally...
That's literally what the fuck he starts the verse with.
People were saying that he's channeling Kobe with this. Nah, he's channeling that guy. Whack. Oh my gosh. Let's speak on percentage, because Drake was saying that Kendrick lost 50% of everything he put out to the label.
Which is such a, one-dimensional...
You was signed to a dude...
You signed
to a dude that said he was signed to another dude.
Yeah.
You are a part of a whole bureaucratic entity.
Literally.
You are a shell corporation. That's what he's saying.
Honestly, though.
I think that is kind of stupid
Try
to bring
cease
up.
and desist on the Like That record.
Bro. If that's true,
What?
that is
You ain't like that record back to back. I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that for the record.
But yeah, the fact that Drake was so offended that he was trying to cease and desist some shit.
Right. And then we
Yeah.
also get into the, like, more personal, why would I call around trying to get dirt on somebody? Y'all think all my life is rap? That's hoe shit. I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that. Crazy. And then the nothing about that, like, back to back, are all hard hitting for me. Waking him up, tell him to pray, give him tools to walk through life like day by day, teach him morals, speak the truth, and consider what God's considering. That's just some crazy philosophical shit.
Yeah.
He starts getting into the, like, you're so shallow.
And I'm that guy.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. But this is my favorite part of the fucking song right here. It ain't a 20v1, it's 1v20 if I gotta smack dudes that write with you. Because
Calling out the ghostwriters.
he's flipping the Drake line in
bring
his
him
song
out too.
where he's like, what is this, a 20v1? Because Metro was going at him, because Future was going at him, because he was going at The Weeknd on that song.
Yeah.
Drake, that was a good record, but I think the slim percentage that's actually about Kendrick is just kind of like, okay, it's a little bit of a cop-out. So for him to flip that and say, I gotta get smoke with the 20 people that are writing for you. Just the flip of that is just so good. Because, like, again, Drake has ghostwriters. That's not brand new.
Yeah,
that's something
that's
Meek
true.
Mill was talking about in 2015.
Yeah.
So you're playing the hits a little bit, but how do you
No,
flip that
and
and
he's
do it
staying
in a good way?
This far into the song,
Yeah.
the fact that he's calling back to shit that he said at the beginning, where he's like, don't say lies about me just because you think I'm a sort of person off of what you hear in my music.
Yeah.
And I won't say the fucking truth about you, dude.
Uh-huh.
And then this is following up a line where he's also like, why are you saying that I would be like calling around trying to get dirt on somebody? Like, I got real shit going on. And then we get into the, am I battling ghosts or AI? Feeling like Joel Osteen, which, what's that a reference to?
I don't know.
Famous pastor from Houston, Texas,
Oh, yeah.
has famously been impersonated multiple times, including being impersonated by AI, which plays into the lyricism. Oh, it's this fucking weird looking dude. Oh my god. So basically like televangelist, motherfucker. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a heady reference because he's referencing multiple shit there. And it's
There's
just
so many layers to that.
And I feel like he's putting the layered shit in there just because he feels like he
Yeah.
has to, because he's been talking about how he hates Drake.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily super deep, but I think that's fine. I like the animosity more than
I like
care
that we get
about
into the like my
the
sixth
deep
sense is telling me to off him.
OVO dudes as dick riders.
Yeah.
Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. And obviously we're two white motherfuckers, so we can't really talk about that.
Yeah.
But it's just like, yeah, fucking Canada is not the same thing as fucking America.
It's just
They got good schools.
Yeah.
They got good socialized health care.
yeah.
They don't have gun violence like America
Yeah.
has gun violence. They don't have, yeah, let me stop talking before the 6 gets at me. I am scared of the 6, so.
He kind of is just like digging on that a lot throughout the song entirely. He kind of loses me for a bit here. Crody is a Crip variation of the term Brody. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the Crody scheme isn't anything crazy. It didn't necessarily need
Drake
it
has
either.
also adopted a Bengal cat who he named Crody.
What the fuck? That's a deep cut.
And okay, no, because then it goes further, where it's like Kendrick's mocking that when, you know, he obviously grew up in Compton.
Yeah.
And he also, like, I guess says it weird. Because they say he's also mocking, like, the Toronto accent when he says, like, Crody like that in these bars.
So, the end of the song, it maybe it's because it's 6 minutes long, but the end of the song, it doesn't feel the same way the end of Heart Part 4 feels like, where it's just this, like, you know, just this, like, I feel like it might be better if there was just, like, silence after this.
Yeah.
But he says, whoever fucking with him, fuck y'all, and fuck the industry too. If you take it there, I'm taking it further.
Yeah.
Psst, that's something that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
So, in that one line, he is drawing...
Yeah,
we talked about the Civil War. He's drawing the line and saying, if you fuck with Drake...
He also has already gone
you.
on and covered, like, fuck waiting on me, we're waiting on you. And, like, come at me, bro, type shit. Uh-huh. And then he's just petty as fuck with the outro. Like, that's just wild. He did not need to do that. Also, the fucking album cover, or the, you know, single cover being the definition of Euphoria.
Look at the last
the quotes.
example.
They had almost a week to recover from the euphoria of Tuesday's series-winning victory. On a Tuesday!
That's what I'm saying. That's what the fuck I was talking about. He fucking...
In the AM, goddammit.
The Drake fans were already celebrating victory when Kendrick hadn't responded for like a week.
Oh my
Literally, God. The official version of the song only came out like a little over a week ago.
Yeah.
And all these fucking publications, all these unserious publications like NFR were putting out videos like, where's Kendrick at? Kendrick on a missing poster, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just like, Drake took a month to respond, and it was so long that we forgot that he was even supposed to respond in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, the whole J. Cole saga happened and ended before Drake did anything.
Yeah.
J. Cole released a whole mixtape and fucking apologized for dissing Kendrick in the span it took Drake to fucking respond.
Who's in on it? That's where I'm at. Because we've been talking about this shit being kind of built up and fake, and if Kendrick does end up dropping an album after this shit, it'll be exactly how he called it.
So, here's the thing about that. Kendrick initiated the beef, right?
I know.
If this was his plan all along for the rollout, he doesn't necessarily need other people for that.
Anybody in cahoots, yeah.
But if Drake has a fucking album lined up to release, then
and
it
he's
is
playing
kind
along.
of like, well, perfect. Drake do better be in the studio too right now because, like, making regular music. Because if he doesn't have his hit, it could be ugly for him after this.
I mean, it would be all, you know, talk type shit.
So, here's one of the lines. Kendrick asks, have you ever paid $500,000 to, like, an open case? You know what that's in reference to? Drake reportedly paid out $530,000 to a sexual assault accuser.
Whoa! The layers. The layers.
So,
damn, dude.
So for him to have lines like that the audience might not even get, but Drake's gonna get that.
Yeah.
Drake's gonna know. Y'all don't have to know. He's gonna know.
Yeah. He does have a good amount of those that are like, this is for you know who. And just like, you know, if you don't get it, that's because it's not at you.
That's like what Jay-Z did on Takeover, where he's like, but you know who did what with you know who. And we'll keep that between me and you.
Yeah.
That's that type of shit too. So that's
Totally.
That's taking off after Jay-Z in a good way.
Yeah.
Sorry, J. Cole, but he bowed out early. I think it's probably a good thing that he bowed out early.
Yeah.
So it's just Kendrick and Drake going at each other. Because Cole doesn't need to be in this beef.
Nah.
Cole doesn't really have a problem with Kendrick.
Yeah.
Even if Kendrick does sound like he has a problem with Cole.
I mean, it's kind of bitchy to say something and then, within a week?
So,
Like, man, I'm sorry.
So the person who no one expected to have an opinion on this beef, Suge Knight, came out on Twitter and said, "Round one goes to Kendrick, but youngin', let's stop saying light-skinned people aren't black, because the police think otherwise.
Yeah.
Black is black. That creates division amongst themselves, and
But
I ain't fucking with that."
He is also more on the, like, you're not even American.
Yes.
And you're coming into this industry that was started in America.
Yeah.
And
about the black struggle in America.
in America.
Yes.
Which you have not experienced. We haven't experienced.
And,
but, like, that's where he's coming from. And I do agree that, like, like, sub-racial divides, which are common in a lot of cultures, of you're too dark or too light or whatever, is,
It is
disparaging to those communities, but
yeah, that's my response fucking exactly is he's not
he's
just
also
zeroing
talking
in
about him
on-
being a Canadian.
and it's also
Invalid.
him trying to make himself seem black enough for American culture by
Trying to be
the Young Thug verse,
trying to be on those features,
having the feature
play
album.
hard. Yeah.
So I think that Drake does legitimately have some identity issues, and I think that them going at that is what you should do in a beef.
That's why people were like, real rap is back.
And I think Drake would be better off if he just stayed out of, like, rap, kind of.
Yeah,
like,
more into the R&B.
He could still rap, but just doing, shit like this. He's cosplaying as a fucking real rapper, bro. He's
Whoa, Louis.
He is fucking
I love that.
acting.
That's a good soundbite.
He is acting like he was acting in fucking Degrassi. He is playing a role that he's not
method
suited.
acting with the features.
Because stick with the music shit, bro. I just don't understand why Drake's always trying to do these little sneak disses and shit like that. That's why I think that's the real reason why Kendrick's doing this.
Totally.
Because Kendrick got tired of the little jabs like, is he talking about Kendrick here? Is he maybe talking about Kendrick here? Kendrick's like, fuck that.
Yeah.
You want to beef?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's like, I want everybody to know who the fuck I'm talking about, bro.
So,
calling him out for being an actor and being Canadian is so hilarious, though.
So, I think this is the official end of the first round.
Yeah, because we actually got a back-to-back jab.
Yeah, we got two real diss tracks from both of the people involved.
Yeah.
Full diss tracks. So how would you score it? Who do you think's winning?
I would say...
And by what margin?
Oof.
Can Drake come back from this?
Yes. He will try to. It will keep fueling the fire, obviously. We'll see if we keep getting singles or more features.
I think we will.
Albums or, some other shit.
I bet now that we're finally going, we might get multiple shit within the next week.
Yeah, because it really, this is it popping off.
Because we can't do the 3-week, 4-week
I would say
release time. Otherwise,
then
the
it
beef
loses
is
momentum.
Gonna get boring fast.
Very much so.
It's already kind of dragged out. That was fucking
forever
in
ago.
March.
Forever ago. Yeah.
Beginning of March.
Beginning of March, 2 months ago. Holy shit. Nah, honestly, I think for me, Drake's like response is it just loses me so much with the AI shit.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I don't fuck with any of those parts of the song, and so if I'm really just judging it off of the bars that are actually the person in the beef and not a robot, then I'm gonna say that the whole 6 minutes of Kendrick Lamar being like, we're not the same, like reiterating, we're not the same, you know, don't say fucking lies about me using fucking a dead person's voice, and I won't say the fucking scandalous truth about you. While saying all that shit at the same time. He's like, don't say lies about me, I won't tell the truth about you, and then proceeds to get into, you know, you've paid off assault cases.
So
you've, you know.
So you kind of feel like how I did when it was just the Drake tracks out, and it was like, well, Drake has so much more on Kendrick right now that it's hard to compare.
But now I think we're at a point where we can start to compare them a little bit more. I would say it's actually started.
But if you think about it, and it is actually started now. But in push-ups, like I said, only a certain section of the song was even dedicated to Kendrick at all. And
this
Taylor
whole
Made
song was
all going at Kendrick, the
Yeah.
whole song. But 2 of the verses are fucking AI distorted bullshit from different perspectives.
Yeah.
And even the Drake verse, he's not really
they're invalid just from those perspectives. Like
a lot of people probably tune that out because of that.
Exactly.
So
also Like That was so good.
Yeah.
And so I gotta add that into the pile for Kendrick.
Because he fucking put out a hit song.
Yeah.
Dissing Drake.
A literal hit.
So
that shit's so good.
I feel like Twitter motherfuckers always want to jump out the window one way or the other.
Yeah.
So I saw a lot of people today say, Kendrick destroyed Drake, or Drake songs were better and the Kendrick songs wasn't even good. I'm going to take a stance almost in the middle here. I think it's close to being even. I think Kendrick is definitely up. Yeah. Because of what you said, because That was a huge hit, and Drake's kind of coming off bad, and Kendrick just dropped the best song of the whole beef, I think. I think this is my favorite song, even better than Like That, maybe.
It's just,
I really like it.
There's so many layers to it, and with long songs, you have to look at them, like, through sections of the song, and anybody that appreciates Kendrick is going to understand that. And this is kind of still in tune with like some shit that he was on with Mr. Morale, where he's like, you know, I've got life, I've got perspective. Yeah, I'm gonna say the truth, and it'll be worse than the lies you're saying about me. I'm
not gonna lie, I would be kind of disappointed if this is where the beef ended.
Nah,
because to me, this is both of them still just dipping their toes in the water.
I would say so.
Which is just like, I feel like that should have been the warning shot, and now is when we start getting into it. Yeah. But this song didn't destroy Drake to me. No. I don't think it did like what Pusha T did to Drake by exposing his child, his secret child, and destroying a Nike deal that he had to run with his child, and make fun of his dying producer friend.
Oh my god.
Pusha T destroyed Drake so bad that Drake did not even respond to that, because he was like, how do you even come back from that? You can't. Drake can't expose Pusha T for having a child. He can't do it. So, this is just the tip of the iceberg right now. And I'm excited. I'm ready for it. I think the songs we've gotten so far have been really good. Yeah. Like, Push Ups is a good song, too. And I think, I'm a Kendrick dick rider, but I think you can only enjoy this beef as much as you appreciate both sides of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, if you don't even give a fuck about what Drake's gonna say, then there's just nothing. There's no sense of competition to it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like it's at the point where I'm actually gonna start keeping score more mentally, like subconsciously. You know, right now, it's like we have a couple little jabs.
Yeah.
But nobody's like
Yeah.
had a round. You know,
I think
it's been so little. Even though like
yeah.
we got a lot of music retrospectively.
Yeah, already.
For a couple months.
Uh-huh.
But from each side, it's pretty minimal.
The ball is totally...
I only give so much weight to stuff that's said on features and stuff like that.
The ball is absolutely in Drake's court right now. And if he doesn't come...
The whole song, Kendrick's tempting him. He's like, go for it,
box
dude.
with me.
Yeah.
I hate the way you look. I hate the way you dress.
Yeah.
Whack.
The way he don't even like to smile. Whack.
Oh my god.
I mean...
Fuck me, man. If I told 16-year-old Louis...
Honestly, if we had...
was so excited by the Heart Part 4 and damn that it sounded like he was going at people.
Yeah.
And wanted so bad for that to keep happening, and it's fucking...
2024.
How many years later is that? 7, 8, 7?
When you were 16?
Uh-huh.
That'd be 8.
Holy fuck.
We're getting old.
God damn it.
God damn it.
I'm not 24 years old. Chill
Not
on
yet.
me. Chill on me, folks. I'm about to turn 23, though. That is fucking old, though.
Yeah.
You're about to turn 24, though, are you?
Yeah.
Old man.
We got a few, several months.
One day we're gonna be geezers doing this.
Yeah.
Being like...
Highly suspicious. Till we die.
Then we're gonna sound really crotchety. I don't like Olivia Rodrigo.
Who else is gonna be?
I think modern music sucks. What?
Why is everything dubstep now?
Why did dubstep
Why does
come
it
back?
sound like I live in Tron?
Why is everything dark ambient music now? Why am I living in Blade Runner 2048 right now? God damn it.
No lyrics in anything. It's all AI. Snoop.
So, do you think everyone else should stay out of this at this point? That we should just let it be?
Unless
Kendrick
it's
and Drake?
like some buddy saying their shit on a feature on an album,
Yeah.
Like if Kendrick just is like, whoever the fuck wants to say something about Drake, come get a feature on the album.
Bro.
That'd be insane, and I would love it. There'd be so much.
I think it's interesting. I think this just proves my theory that this is just going to be Damn Part 2.
Yeah.
Because on that song to tease the album, he was going at everybody, or he was definitely coming for necks, coming for throats. And on the album, even though he didn't do that consistently, that same animosity was there. And that was kind of the point of the narrative, to be like, I've got issues, nobody's praying for me.
Yeah. Nobody's praying for me is such a fucking bar.
Him kind of wiling
My
out.
grandma's dead.
Him kind of wiling out and being like, that was him kind of straying from the narrow path.
Yeah.
And that was kind of made narrative sense. And I just don't know what this new album's going to be like.
Yeah.
Because I don't think... It's not going to be just a whole album of diss tracks.
No, it
But
can't
what
be.
if it's just like...
50%?
What if it's just like some
Crazy.
straight like rap shit?
Some
and it's very competitive. And
like,
it's very,
so...
when he's not...
Watch what I can still do, motherfucker. You know, you thought
I
I was
think-
different because Mr. Morale. Fuck you.
I think that would be cool. I
Yeah.
think that would be really cool to just.
And
make
he's
some-
got that in him too. Like,
Well,
and I
yeah.
think that's some of what this is like, I'm still holding back, man.
And it comes out on shit like The Heart Part 5,
Yeah.
where it's like, he's really like,
Throwing
rapper
Yeah.
too, but he just doesn't do that on every
Yeah.
song. And I think that's why there are some indie underground heads that are like, oh, he makes pop music, he does songs like Loyalty and Love, and it's just like, then don't
But they're
listen.
so good.
Then don't listen to those songs. Listen to
Like Drake doesn't do pop music.
Well, yeah, those people aren't necessarily Drake fans
Yeah.
either, but
Yeah, but it's also like, you know,
yeah,
everybody's got. It's so funny because then those people will be listening to like some, you know, Childish Gambino or, you know, more like
yeah,
that type
some
of beat.
secret pop, some alternative pop,
Yeah.
if you will.
Forbidden pop.
I'll be right by your side till 3005.
Hold up.
Yeah,
That song's so good.
Yeah, I asked that question about other people getting involved because Kendrick's kind of sending some shots. He's playing with like a shotgun right
Yeah.
now. It's hitting anyone who
It
gets him.
is.
'Cause-
He's giving a bunch of people sprays.
Because there's a Gunna reference on there.
Yeah.
There's a Lil Yachty reference on there.
Oh
I don't want
God.
to hear Lil Yachty go at fucking Kendrick. I
Yeah,
don't.
For sure.
Stay the fuck out of it. If someone does want to do that, maybe they could wait a little bit, let this thing kind of play out, and then
Die down a bit.
go. Cause like, yeah, you know, I don't want anything more like, what was that shit called? Fuck.
I have
What
no
was it?
idea.
What was the Drake song?
What, push-ups or?
Push-ups. Yes. I don't want to hear any more shit like that where you're going at everybody, but also the main target is kind of Kendrick. No, no, you gotta really,
Yeah.
Drake. You have to really go at him now.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
Drake
totally.
hasn't said, because Future hasn't said shit about you since then. Metro hasn't done anything. You know, Weeknd hasn't done anything else.
Yeah.
So it's like, go at Kendrick. You have to go at Kendrick now.
It would be weird if he just kind of, like, starts... Because he hasn't really said much about anything else. All of his little sneak diss shit has been towards Kendrick. And, yeah, this whole fucking song is just like, come at me, bro.
If Drake, here's what I'll say. I'm not giving a definitive number score.
Yeah.
But I will say, if Drake does not respond like
Soon.
crazy, like
Yeah.
if he's not on Kendrick's ass
Either
at this
he
point,
needs to do it soon or he needs to say
and
a lot,
Kendrick
or give a lot of content.
and Kendrick just goes in all the way, takes off the fucking kid gloves,
Yeah.
this beef could be over quick.
Yeah.
It could be over the exact same way the Pusha T one was over, in the sense that
Totally.
Drake's just not going to give you the time of day anymore. And it's just like, I think Kendrick was very smart to put the initial shot on the Future Metro song, which just became fucking huge, because that made him unavoidable. Because I don't think Drake, in his heart of hearts, really wants to give Kendrick this much attention right now. He does not want to be in this fucking rap beef right now.
Mm-hmm.
But he's kind of been forced into it because, like, that is still the fucking number one song on iTunes. Even
Wow.
after the fucking Taylor Swift album that sold 2 million albums first week or something.
That's actually nuts, dude.
The Taylor Swift takedown
Yeah.
is coming up. If we ever get a week where we don't talk about this, I'm coming for you, Taylor Swift. It's taking all of my energy right now to keep OVO goons and Kendrick Lamar heads in perfect unison, in harmony. I probably still sound like a Kendrick dick rider, but
yeah.
but I feel like I've been fair.
I
so
do
far.
think that we need to put some of our feelings for Kendrick aside and be honest.
It's impossible to come at this biased.
Unbiased?
Everyone's biased. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
everyone's biased.
Everyone who's listening to this is either a Kendrick fan or a Drake fan or both.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, can you be both?
Can
you be both?
I'm both.
Liar.
Damn, Kendrick said fuck me because I like Drake. I'm gonna put that in the Genius annotation. He's talking about me, guys. He's talking about me right now. Did you see how on Rap Genius just every single lyric was annotated already?
Yeah.
And it's been out for less than 24
That's somebody's
hours.
job. That was a busy day today. They were like, fuck, I gotta do this. Because there are songs out there
I
that
gotta
don't
go into
have...
the office, babe.
No, there are songs out there that don't have anything annotated on Genius. It's just posted up there. But sometimes shit needs it like this. Like, there's so much that needs context.
A lot of new songs, even
They had to be on
popular
it.
songs,
Yeah.
don't get a ton of annotations in the first couple days.
There's not that many.
It takes a second to... But these motherfuckers were on it.
Yeah.
In there,
well, you can see shit that needs to be, like, edited still. Like, when I first pulled it up this morning, there were some where they were like, you know, this is speculative or whatever.
Yeah, right.
But that's half of what finding out what the fuck he's saying is just, like, speculating and using whatever knowledge you have about either artist.
Do you think Kendrick has some real dirt on Drake?
He keeps fucking acting like it.
It's interesting because he acts like it, but he also
said some shit that was kind of more
for sure
real dirt.
But he also said, like, I don't spend my time, you know, calling people to dig up dirt because I'm raising a child.
Yeah.
Not that you would know. You know, that's basically what he said. So that implies that, like, he doesn't have dirt, but yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he didn't have to go digging anything up.
Let's see where this goes. Because, to me, doing, like, the score counting, it's like, do you do that in, like, a basketball game? Are you like, oh, Drake's up 2 points right now. Yeah. So he's winning.
He's winning.
Well,
yeah, nobody's winning until the game is done.
Yeah, Kendrick could hit a 3 right now.
Yeah.
And you would go home like LeBron in the Lakers.
Honestly, though, it's kind of at that anybody's game.
I think it's close.
Sort of
I don't
point.
think anyone is... I think everyone's acting like it's just a fucking blowout one way or the other. Yeah. And I just don't get it.
It's not done till it's done. Really.
Especially, like, it's mostly Kendrick fans right now that are doing it. Yeah. And it's just like, if Drake came out with some crazy shit right now, would you just cross your arms and be like, nope, he's already destroyed. He already lost. Sorry. I don't get it.
Nah. I think that's just that you're on Twitter.
Yeah.
And Twitter's like...
hyperbolic.
Yeah, all motherfuckers with, like, the perspective of a 12-year-old. I don't know.
And I think everyone's a little bit of a prisoner of the moment, obviously. You know, shit just came out. Yeah. People always are gonna jump out their window with some shit. But anyways. So I guess we don't really have time to do anything else because we went on that forever. No. You want to give us an outro?
Yeah. Have we said our piece? We'll see.
Wait. Do we got any final comments, final thoughts?
I think we just... Yeah, it's anybody's game. It's not done till it's done. I'm not going to try to sit here and say who the fuck is winning because nobody's, you know.
My bold prediction is on Thursday when this comes out, Kendrick's going to come out with an apology. He's going to be like, I'm sorry, Drake. You know I love you, bro.
That would be nuts.
Shut the fuck up. You sound like the last I know.
Yeah, right? All right, that's all the time we have for this week. We will maybe be back next week talking about this very same topic.
Pray for us. We got to survive through Derby first.
Yeah, right? At Highly Suspicious everywhere. See ya.
Love you.